So, this here is my lovely stove, the Cookie Monster 2.0. Cookie Monster number 1 got retrofitted into Cookie Monster 2.0 here. It's about 4 years old, as you can see by the rust and appearance of it. Made out of 4 13 by 9 cookie sheets, and then I believe the sides I made out of 2 17 by, I think they're 17 by 11 or something. They sell them for $4 a piece at Dollarama. They're Betty Crocker. Got a nice door on here on Cookie Monster 2.0. Had to increase the door size. We'll make sure that you can get your hand in there for easily for putting wood in and stuff, not touch the edge. It's kind of nice. Put stuff in. It's about 11 by 9. It is all made out of steel. It gets glowing red hot. Glowing. Had the whole thing cherry red. I do want to build a bigger one, hopefully something that I can fit full 16-inch logs into. Call that Cookie Monster 3.0. Hopefully make that out of stainless steel. Oh, we'll see how expensive those cookie sheets are compared to the $4 Dollarama cookie sheets. Are pretty good deal, you know. After going on 5 years. No structural issues. It's nice and solid, just a little surface rust from ash and stuff being on there. Throwing water in there when you're putting it out. Trying to cool it off with snow and whatnot. Need to add a little something here so you don't need a glove to open that, because that does get pretty hot. And your damper here. Chimney goes on there. Got the titanium chimney for it. I splurged this year and upgraded. Was using a piece of 3-inch shop suction pipe, I believe it was for. It was just a steel pipe I'd cut into sections. It was quite heavy. So this is definitely a weight reduction. So yeah, we'll do an overview, take it apart, and put it back together. Show you how it all goes together. And then maybe we'll have a fire in it. Make some tea or something. Still looks stormy out. So, first we have a baking sheet. 11 by 9 Betty Crocker baking sheet. The stove is made out of 6 baking sheets from Dollarama. They cost $4 a piece. If you're gonna make one, make sure that you get the steel sheets, not aluminum. So the bottom is just a sheet with 4 holes in it. The top is another sheet with 4 holes and a hole for the chimney. Through the hole for the chimney, piece of 3-inch pipe that I cut and hammered flat against the back side on the inside, and it's just fit tightly in there. Can move around a little bit. Top, bottom. Now I have the front, and the back, which are baking sheets cut off, also 11 by 9, just with the side to left. And as you can tell, it's not, some are nicer cuts than others that I did with tin snips. And then squared the corner off with a hammer over an anvil a little bit more. On the front for the door has been remade. This is just a piece of scrap metal that I had around. First version of the stove store was far too small, so make sure that you build your door large enough you can easily get your hand in there to put wood inside nicely. Fold the corners around so it's nice and rounded, can't cut you. And it's just a simple latch, just a piece of metal bent in an L that's riveted on there and move back and forth. And another piece here that's riveted on with steel rivets. Obviously, make sure you use steel rivets. Anything aluminum will melt, as I have learned. That closes and just latches on there. For air, you just have a little hole with a slider. Slide it, get as much air in there as you want. If you need more than that, you can open the door. It's held on here just with a spring, or a nut, and a little spring that gives it tension and keeps it tight and holds it in place. Old piece of a piano hinge, and that makes up the door. The back is the same thing, just hammered flat with L pieces. That sits in there, and will sit in there. Next, we've got the sides that go along the side. They are made out of 2 larger baking sheets. I believe they were 11 by 17 that I cut down, flattened out, and folded. And they simply have this fold on the end of them. See if you can see. So essentially, I've taken the metal and flipped it this way, flattened it out, and then taken another flap and brought it back this way to make a slit in there, which the front piece slides into. It doesn't have to be perfect, as you can see. Fit them in there. And just work it and hammer on it until you get them to fit. It wasn't too hard. Next, we have the threaded rods that hold it all together. And they are a 3/16 steel threaded rod that I got at Canadian Tire with a nut and a wing nut on the other end. Those go through and hold it all together. And the chimney, the original chimney that I made out of pieces of pipe, was not very packable, so I bought this piece of titanium, roll up titanium chimney, and the rings to hold it together from lightoutdoors.com, I believe was the name of the website. I think they're in Canada and the US, somewhere around $90 to $100 for it. So now we'll put it all together. You definitely want some gloves, because there are some sharp edges. Slide that one into there. Same over there. Squished a little. There we go. Take that whole thing and just stick her in there, like so. And then the top. Rod. Flip it over. There. Oh boy. Put the door on upside down. Okay. So we got the front turned around. So the door is right side up now.